Hey friends, this is Josh Hayward and welcome to another edition of the Find Your Craft Show. I have a very special brew for you guys this evening. This is actually our second brew from Resident Culture Brewing Company out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And tonight we're going to be taking a look at Thunder Stud. And I guess this is the Thunder Stud, and he's ripped in half from the Thunder, I guess. But this is a phenomenal beer. This is a Double Dry-Hopped Double IPA, actually. And if you will remember the last video I did, my wife Mel and I took a look at Vicky Virago, which was a triple dry hopped double IPA. So I think this is going to be a great comparison between that one and this one. I picked this one up actually a few weeks ago. I had a little half pour there in the brewery and I fell in love with it. It's absolutely phenomenal. I say a couple of weeks ago, it's probably been close to a month now. But this is 8.3% ABV. In regards to IPAs, Resident Culture is doing just some phenomenal things. They have been in Charlotte since late summer of last year, 2017, and it is now May of 2018, and they've done a phenomenal job. They're just blowing it out of the park. As I mentioned in the Vicky Virago video, they don't even have house beers yet, to my knowledge. What they're trying to do is really just putting out a bunch of different kinds of beers and seeing kind of what people gravitate towards, kind of what the favorites are. And then from that, they will kind of create those house beers, so to speak. Thankfully, this is one of the ones that they have canned, and we're in for a treat tonight. So let's see what we've got. Looky here, guys. Wow. That is just beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful brew. As I have poured it, I just smell those amazing juicy and hoppy aromas. Beautiful, I guess you'd say, straw type hazy color. Yeah, it's completely opaque, guys. You can't see anything through that. There's no light coming through that at all. Nearly opaque, like a stout. Looks like mango juice. And as I move it around, I'm getting the amazing fruity aromas. Wow. But beautiful beer there. Nearly an inch of white head there, maybe even maybe an inch and a half. And that's just from the straight pour. If I remember correctly, I think the color of this one is slightly different from the Vicky Virago. I remember Mel saying Vicky Virago looked like orange juice. This is I think this is a slightly paler, a little more pale, I would say. But yeah, very pretty beer here. Looks just like amazing juice, a juice bomb, as they call them. So let's see what we've got on the nose. Oh, wow. I'm getting amazing notes of mango, of citrus, of cantaloupe, of honeydew, maybe even some lemon and lime in there too. Maybe even some grapefruit. So quite a smorgasbord as far as the fruitiness goes. Mango, did I say mango? I think I said mango. But just, the aromas are incredible here. Look at that. Look at it. Just clings to the glass. Wow. Without further ado, I got to jump into this one, guys. Cheers to Resident Culture and these amazing IPAs. Thunder Stud. Wow. Wow. Another excellent beer. As far as the maltiness goes, there's very little. I would say along the white bread type spectrum, so to speak. Base malt, it's the anchor of the beer. It's there to kind of build the platform for these amazing hops. And as soon as you take that sip, those hops are there. That bite is there. That pleasant bitterness is there almost as soon as this brew hits the palate. A lot of times, in some of these IPAs and some of these brews, you get that maltiness or that sweetness, kind of a taste on the forefront, and then kind of mid-taste or post-taste, that bitterness shows up. Those hoppy notes show up. But this is right there in your face from the beginning. I love it. I'm getting notes of citrus, like citrus rind in a way. And I mentioned that during the Vicky Virago video. I've been known to eat lemons completely, like eat the rind as well. Apparently it's a source of fiber, but I'll eat the fruit part and the rind. That rind is kind of oily, kind of very bitter. And that's a good comparison as far as some of these citrus type notes when the bitterness comes in for sure. I feel like I'm getting some of that. Again, I feel like I'm getting some those amazing fruity notes from some of those hops. The melon, when I say melon, I mean like cantaloupe and honeydew. Possibly even some mango in there. And then again, that citrus is there for sure. The mouthfeel on this beer is rather soft. Just kind of dances around the palate. Just kind of dances on your tongue. Those amazing bitter notes and the fruitiness, some of the fruity sensations that's coming from that. I'd like to think that they maybe even use some wheat or some oats in this beer. I'm kind of reminded of a little bit softer mouthfeel that comes with some wheat beers and occasionally in some of these New England style IPAs when additional types of grains are used, wheat or oats. I think that's possibly what we're seeing here, would attribute to some of that cloudiness as well. It's a very, very soft beer. I feel that it almost dials down some of that bitterness from the hops, which is a great thing to have in one of these beers. It's double dry-hopped. Yeah, double dry-hopped and very heavy on the bitterness scale. But just an incredible beer. I'm amazed. The double dry hop works in this beer. The aromas were just incredible. I can't say I'm picking up all of the flavors that I got on. I can't say that I'm picking up all of the same flavors that correspond to the aromas that I got. I feel like the aromas were just they're just, it's like a bouquet. As far as the flavors go, lining up, I kind of a little more dialed down as far as that goes, with a little bit being a little more specific on those flavors. I almost reminded of like a fruit basket with kind of mangoes and melon being at the forefront. Just very a nice soft beer. I can't get over the mouthfeel in this. It's rather soft. This is easy to drink too, I'm telling you. Some of the additional grains no doubt aid in that, but at 8.3%, you would never know it. I'm telling you, this is so easy to drink. It's so light. The flavors are just incredible. You keep wanting to drink it. I'm killing this one now. No shame whatsoever. There's a nice lingering bitterness post-taste that just beckons you to continue to sip. And I'm getting some of that fruitiness still there as well. And this is just an excellent beer. I absolutely love this beer. Cheers to Resident Culture. I can't say enough good things about those guys. They're just doing a bang up job, just a phenomenal job. Keep up the great work, guys and gals. You know, we love what you're doing. The craft industry is better because of it. The Charlotte brew scene is better because of it. And these IPAs are just killer. Absolutely love them. So cheers again to Resident Culture and to a phenomenal beer. Thank you so much for following along tonight. If you've got any questions about this beer or about Resident Culture or about the Charlotte brew scene or about beer in general, let me know. If you like what you saw, if you like great beer, press that little subscribe button down there on, let's see, it's my left, your right. And I'd love to have you a part of the community as we continue to explore these great beers. Thank you so much again for following along. You guys have a phenomenal night, and cheers.